It's Josh and Chantel, and this is Wake Up Classy 97, the podcast, a replay of today's full show.
It's Tuesday, July 9th. Today on the show, we found out there's a group restoring gnomes. We are not storing our frozen buns properly. Josh is very proud of his home audio setup. Why we should walk our bikes across the street. Our new TV show obsession. Our daughter's friend thinks I'm weird. What does our dog call us? And it's hot outside, y'all.
Thanks for listening to the show. You can hear it live weekday mornings from 6 to 10. It's Wake Up Classy 97, the podcast. Enjoy the show.
Woohoo!
Hi, it's Josh and Chantel.
Oh, hey.
What? That's a frog in your throat.
Here we go. We're back in business. Hey, good morning.
Good morning.
That's how you know it's live, right?
I think so.
Not AI.
No?
Totes live.
Not pre-recorded, not...
No.
That's real.
That's real.
That's real. The first thing that came out of your mouth was a witch.
I know. What a way to wake up. You wake up, you turn on Classy 97,
yeah,
you
and
hear
you
that.
get that. That's something.
Welcome. You're welcome. Keeping it real.
Hey, it's fashion day.
Fashion. I live that life every day.
You do.
No.
Bold prints,
I was
sleek lines, self-expression.
I was looking in the mirror this morning going, I look like a mom. Not a cool mom. I just look like
You're
a
showcasing
mom.
your unique style and creativity.
No, it's
Mom. It is Cow Appreciation Day today.
Oh, we saw some cows yesterday.
Yeah, you mooed at them.
It's what you do.
You rolled down the window and mooed at them.
It's what you do.
That's what you moo? It's National Dimples Day.
Oh, I have dimples.
Where? No, those are fake. When you do a weird face to make it, you think you have dimples. You don't. You don't.
Okay.
National Sugar Cookie Day.
Oh, this is in a wrong spot of the year.
Why?
Sugar cookies are typically associated with Christmas. I'm not mad about it. I'll still eat a sugar cookie any day of any month.
I don't like sugar cookies.
What?
It's too boring. I don't like I can taste the flour. It's not good. I don't like sugar cookie.
Have you had my sugar cookies?
Yeah, I don't like sugar cookies at all.
Wow.
It's not yours. It's not anybody else's. I will take a lot of different cookies.
Yeah,
sugar
oatmeal
cookie,
raisin?
Oatmeal raisin's delicious.
Something's wrong with your cookie.
Sugar cookie is just sugar, butter, and
Taste
flour.
bud.
I don't have time for that. It's boring.
Oh, you're sorely mistaken,
But
bud.
it gets its own day, and it's today.
Because sugar cookies are awesome.
July the 9th.
Is that it?
That's it.
Wow.
I know. Good morning.
There's a man, we'll call him Kelly because that's his name.
Makes sense.
He noticed that his beloved gnomes went missing from his front yard.
I have gnome troubles. Mine aren't missing, but mine keep falling down.
He had already lost a canoe from his front yard. So he was like, there's a thief in my neighborhood. This stinks. But what am I going to do?
Mm-hmm.
I don't have a camera. My gnomes are gone forever.
I was going to suggest get a camera, but okay.
Okay. So then a couple weeks later, he heard a knock on his back door. And there was an elderly woman there who presented Kelly with a blank envelope that just said, the homeowner. Inside the envelope was a cutout image of a gnome with the words, the Gnome Restoration Society, inscribed on the back of the photo. The woman wouldn't answer any questions, but instructed Kelly to follow her to her vehicle, where she opened the back hatch, and all of his gnomes were in the back of her car,
kidding.
completely repainted and restored.
Wow.
He said, please tell me who did this. And she said, they want to remain anonymous. I'm just the messenger. I just agreed to come here and deliver your gnomes. That's all I'm going to say. That's all I really know, she said.
That's all I know.
All of this, every single gnome that had gone missing, plus 2 extra, had been clean, painted, and were smiling happily.
So they brought him extra gnomes.
They did bring him extra gnomes. They also left one of his gnomes behind. And he says, I wonder if that was because they wanted me to see the difference, because the one they left behind is weathered and a little bit battered. And
okay.
I know. How's that for that little gnome?
Yeah.
He needs restored
guys. Hey. How come everybody looks spiffy and I'm over here looking like this?
Kelly said that he tried to find more information about the Gnome Restoration Society, but they're secret.
Okay, but what about the canoe?
Oh, we don't know any. There's no information about the canoe. None.
Why even bring up the canoe?
Well, because it was a matter of theft, wasn't it? He had already had some things gone from his yard.
Well, I'm glad the gnomes are back. I can't wait for the Canoe Restoration Society to show up with his boat and be like, look at this canoe.
There really are 10. They took 10 of his gnomes. I wonder how they got him out.
Why does he have 10 gnomes?
Oh, he has 2. More than that. He just restored 10 of them. He had 11, but the one didn't get restored.
The poor
and then he
guy.
got 2 extra. Remember?
Yes.
Remember that part of the story?
Yes, I do. But what about the canoe?
I don't know. Gone forever.
Nah. Canoe Restoration Society has it. They're going to show up with a brand new shiny canoe and be like, help us unload
Ta-da! What's your best Nicolas Cage impression?
Who?
What?
Where?
We're
going to steal the Declaration of Independence. High praise. You know, all that.
Good job. He's made, how many movies do you think he's made?
26.
He's made over 100 movies, but he is coming out and saying that there's one movie he's made that he wants you to see more than any other movie. And it's possible that you haven't heard of it.
Gone in 60 Seconds.
No. The Italian Job, was he in that?
I don't know.
No, I don't think he was. It is a movie called Pig. And it came out in 2021.
Okay.
And it's about a former chef who goes looking for the thieves who stole his truffle pig.
Okay.
It is really good, the critics say. It's earned him some of the best reviews of his career. Nicolas Cage himself says, it's something that I think people can get something out of because tragedy is going to hit all of us at some point. It's just a matter of when.
And this guy's tragedy is that his prized truffle pig
gets stolen.
Went a-missing.
And then he says, it's a movie that to me is like a folk song. It's very quiet, gentle, which is the polar opposite of people thinking I'm crazy.
Okay.
Pig.
Pig with Nicolas Cage. Where's it available? No.
Pig free streaming.
Where to watch? Hulu, Disney Plus, yeah, somewhere there if you have the subscription. Okay, Pig.
I'm gonna write it down.
It says it's a thriller.
A thriller.
That's what it says.
Oh,
Nicolas Cage's Pig movie.
Pig.
All right.
I'm writing that down.
I don't know.
You don't know?
He's got like a scraggly beard.
In the show?
Yeah.
How can you tell?
Because I can see screenshots from the movie.
Oh. The cover art of the movie, he looks devastated.
Is that, you pick up devastation?
Yeah, what do you pick up?
I pick up he ate his pig.
Oh, no.
That's what I think happened. I think in a weird, this is my synopsis, in some weird fit of rage or starvation or something, he was crazy and he had memory loss because he was so hungry and he couldn't afford razors for his face.
No.
And so he ate his prized pig.
No.
That's what I think happened.
When his beloved pig is abducted, a reclusive truffle hunter journeys from his cabin in the Oregon woods to his old haunts in Portland in search of her.
Ooh. Where's my pig?
It's only an hour and 32 minutes, which is great.
Oh, yeah.
Anything longer than that, I'm out.
I appreciate a short film.
I do too.
Okay, well, I'm glad you wrote that down.
I got it. We're gonna
add
watch
it to the list of movies we always go, what are we going to watch?
And then we go through the list and go, not that one.
Yeah, I don't think I'll watch Pig today. Here's some good news. This summer, communities around Spirit Lake in Iowa have been affected by heavy rains and flooding. That's
Okay.
not the good news.
Right.
That's the bad news. Daily routines have been disrupted. Property's been damaged. There is a softball team in Spirit Lake who wanted to do something to help nearby teams get back to normal so they could continue to play some softball.
Oh.
So what they did is they collected sports equipment and donations, and they offered it up to competing teams in a gesture of friendship so that they can continue to play some softball.
I love it.
The thoughtfulness and generosity of the players in Spirit Lake. Now the nearby teams are able to resume normal practices while the flood waters work on receding. The coach of one of the nearby teams, named Kate, was totally amazed by the effort, said it was so heartwarming. You just don't have any other words to say for that. It's literally like that's what Northwest Iowa is. Heartwarming.
Oh.
Way to go, Northwest Iowa.
So heartwarming.
Does your heart feel warm?
My heart is warm.
Yeah.
It's a nice story. That's really nice of them.
I think that's kind of fun. They wanted to keep their sport alive. The other teams were affected by flooding and rain, and they said, we got to do something. We're not going to be able to play softball. It's a good solution. Get these teams some gear so they can practice, so we can play some games.
Yeah. We don't want to play by ourselves all the time.
We got a season to uphold. Scrimmage isn't doing it for us anymore. We need another team. I like where their head's at. That's pretty great.
It is good.
So, well done. Apparently, I goofed up.
Uh-oh. What'd you do?
Well, we had that package of hamburger buns left over, and we weren't going to use them right away, so we took that bag, put it in the freezer bag, and put it in the freezer.
Yeah.
Apparently, that's not what you're supposed to do.
What are you supposed to do?
Well, it says if you're planning on using them, whether it's hamburger buns or hot dog buns, within the next, day or so, you can go ahead and freeze them. Like, if you're like, oh, we're going to do something later this next weekend, we'll freeze them in the meantime.
Okay.
And then that'll be fine. They'll be okay. If you are not going to use them immediately, but you want to have them frozen for a while, long-term freezer storage, you're supposed to wrap each bun individually in aluminum foil or plastic wrap, then place them in a freezer bag or a container with an airtight lid, and when you want to use them, you let them defrost in the fridge or out on the kitchen counter. You could microwave them if you need them immediately, clearly without the aluminum foil. I did not do that.
We didn't do that.
So now I'm worried that the buns are going to go bad.
I feel like they were already going to be bad.
Why?
Because have you ever taken buns out of the freezer before? Because this is not the first time we froze buns before. And you take them out, and they're just not it. So you just end up throwing them away.
Do you know why?
Or they hang out in the freezer until the end of time.
Yeah.
And then you clean them out, and you go, how long have these been in here? Toss. So I already knew their fate when we said, should we freeze these?
Yeah.
I went, I'm just going to throw these away.
But the reason that we haven't had successful bun freezing is because we haven't done the individual wrapping method. Apparently, that's the thing to do.
I can't be bothered.
I did like that. I said, I know we have to do more than just put this bag of buns in the freezer. And so we did put them in a gallon bag.
No, that's wrong. I said that.
Whatever. It doesn't matter who came up with the idea.
Yeah,
the point is, they're in a bag inside a bag.
Yes.
So we did do at least that.
Yeah.
We didn't just put it in there all by itself.
They're
just
good
here's
buns, too. That's the saddest part.
I guess I just need to cook sooner.
Okay.
I need to make a meal sooner.
How many buns were in there? 8?
Yes.
Oh, no.
I know. That means we have to host. Because I'm not eating 2 burgers.
But even if you host, the people I can think to host, we're going to need more than 8 buns. So we'll have to get another package of buns.
Perfect.
And then we're going to have
them all up.
extra buns after that.
Well, you can individually wrap them and freeze them. Now we know the method will be okay. Everything's going to be awesome. From here on out, we know the bun freezing tricks.
Do we?
Now we do.
We'll forget it by the time we have to freeze them again.
What were we supposed to do with these buns?
Yeah, what? I think they're fine. Just throw them in.
Just toss it in.
They're fine.
Yeah.
Just throw them in the bag.
We'll throw them away soon anyway.
Exactly. Do you want to talk about this?
I do.
Because you're so excited about it. You're so passionate about it.
I want to talk about it because I think it's really cool, and I'm pretty proud of what I've built in our house, and so I want to share that excitement. But I also want to air a bit of a grievance because I don't think you and our son appreciate it. So, as much as I do anyway. But here's what's up. I've over the years accumulated some technology in the house, and we've played with it, and we've had a lot of fun being able to say, "Hey Google, play this thing," or "Hey Google, how many teaspoons are in a cup?" or whatever.
You've got my Google going crazy.
I do?
Yes.
That's hilarious. Mine didn't even recognize because I did a silly voice. But yours is over there going like, what? What's up?
Mine picked it up.
Did it tell you how many teaspoons?
No,
are in
I
a
got
cup?
rid of it. It was on the way.
It was happening?
Searching.
Hey, Google.
Stop it.
Anyway, we've got the smart speakers in multiple rooms throughout the house. As a matter of convenience, it's very nice to be able to just ask the question and get the answer without having to find your phone. Now, there are times when you've asked Google things and she just ignores you. For a long time, you were convinced that Google didn't like you.
Yeah.
You were taking it very personal, that she just didn't hear your voice. Like she was passively listening. Like, no,
I'm not going to answer her.
No.
I don't like the woman in the house, but I like the kids and the man. But I'm going to ignore the woman.
Right. That's not a real thing. It's not. It doesn't passively listen. Like, it's not today, Chantel. Not today. But what I found out, I've wanted to try this, and I found out that you can play music throughout the whole house, synchronized across all the devices, including the TVs and the speakers and the thing in the kitchen with the screen. And I have an old piece of technology you can't even buy anymore, and it's just an audio version, so it doesn't have a speaker. You have to like plug it into a speaker. But I have like a portable boombox thing that I took out to the backyard, and I plugged that into it, and it has to have power. And I was like, what am I going to do? Well, that boombox has a charging port as well as an aux input, so it runs itself. It's the coolest thing ever. So the portable speaker, the entire house, I put one in the garage. As you walk around the house when everything's playing, you get your music everywhere. Upstairs, downstairs, the backyard, all over the place. And it's the coolest thing. It's like when you go on the Parade of Homes and you see these people that have like taken the time to put a receiver that's usually located in the pantry, but it's got speakers throughout their house built into the ceiling. I did it in a 1970s home with my own technology, and I'm pretty excited about it.
I'm pretty proud of you.
But you kept changing it and turning it off in certain rooms and adjusting volumes.
Well,
And then Beck kept turning it off. He would just tell, because he was like half asleep or whatever, and he'd go, stop, and it'd stop the whole house. And I'm like, who keeps turning off the music? I walk into a room, it's all quiet again. I'm like, quit touching it.
Well, don't put it in every room. I don't think it needed to be in every single room.
We were moving about. We were cleaning.
Yeah, but
we were doing all kinds of stuff.
it didn't need to be in Beck's room. It didn't need to be.
Yes, it did. Of all the rooms it needed to be in, loud in that room is probably top priority.
My favorite part was you had your playlist. It was all very, what's the word I want to say?
Fly fishing music.
Yeah, for sure. Like hiking, fly fishing, like very
campy,
folksy, like
right. That's the
Just
stuff I listen to.
mellow and
Puts
chill.
me in a relaxed state.
And then every so often, like a real hard rock song would come on. And
Yeah.
we'd be, what is this?
So, yeah, Google thinks that Beck's voice sounds similar to mine, and so he's messed up my algorithm because he's asked it to play his music, and now his music has leached into my algorithm of playlist, and I don't care for that.
Well, you're going to have to deal with it.
I got to find a way to kick them out. I don't want these songs. This is crazy
Chill,
music.
mellow.
Yeah, and then I can't deal. I can't deal with this. You know when you go to Costco and you see human behavior that you are appalled by?
It's not just at Costco.
Well, okay, fair enough. The things people do that annoy you as a shopper, and things that if you imagine you work there, customers do that might just drive you a little bit batty. What would be on that list?
I would probably say if somebody picks up strawberries and then goes through the store and now you're over by the bread and you're like, I don't really want these strawberries, but I don't want to take them all the way back. So I'm just going to leave them here in the bread.
Yeah, I don't like that when people do that.
Especially if it's a frozen or a refrigerated item.
Like I've seen where an emergency happens and you have to abandon the cart and you're like, kid had a blowout. Like, you got to go.
Yeah.
And you're like, something's not right. Like, I really am sorry. Usually I would, like, if that ever happened, I would be the guy who's like, find an employee real quick.
Somebody.
And I'd be like, I've got a family thing.
Gotta
I got to
bail.
run. I'm sorry. Can you help put all this stuff back?
Yeah.
Or something, just so somebody knows. Because if you just see an abandoned cart sitting there defrosting, that's not good.
No.
Well, somebody asked Costco employees and customers, what are some of the most annoying things that people do at Costco?
Yeah.
Rushing through the store to get all your shopping done quickly made the list, and I'm surprised by that. Because as a customer, I think like, okay, well, that's a thing. But as an employee, maybe they're like, we want you to spend some time in the store.
Yeah, you know why?
Shop around, spend more money.
Mhm.
Yeah. So
Because the longer you're in there, the
Right.
more you see and the more you buy.
this one makes sense everywhere I go. I hate this. People that block the aisle with their cart.
Yeah, I don't like that
In
either.
this particular instance, it's wild. They stand around eating the free samples.
Hey, I don't
Hey,
stand around and eat
Hey,
my free samples.
no, I know, because we keep walking.
I get my thing and
so
go.
you have to get your sample and then catch up with us.
That's fine.
Samples! That's what you do. Samples! And then it doesn't matter. You run over and get it, and you're like, yeah, that's a good one.
That's a nice one.
Yeah. You had salmon the other day? You
Yeah.
went, a salmon sample.
I did.
Yeah. Driving through the crowded parking lot like a lunatic. I can't stand that.
I
And
don't
it
like that
happens a lot in a lot of different places. We got to talk about driving because there's some craziness happening in the world right now in East Idaho. All right. Placing your membership card on top of the divider that's on the conveyor belt instead of just handing it to the checkout person. I don't put it on the divider.
You put it on.
I'll just put it on top of the first item.
You
so
did
they
that
can
just
find it.
recently.
Yeah, that's what I thought you were supposed to
But
do.
the checker seemed kind of annoyed by that.
Well, apparently they're annoyed by
Yeah,
that.
he didn't. He kind of like looked at me, and then I pointed that it was there. Like
Yeah.
he looked at me for the card, and then I pointed that it was there, and he kind of went.
Yeah.
He
So
didn't care-
apparently
he didn't care for that.
they don't like it when I do that. But I'm usually unloading the cart,
But why?
and so I'm trying to
Right.
speed up the line process, so you don't have to wait for me to go. Oh, let me get out my wallet and walk over and hand it to you. I just felt like that was the right thing to do, but maybe not.
Does it say why they don't like that?
It doesn't.
Hmm.
And then last or the top thing people hate,
What is it?
and this is from a customer point of view.
What is it?
When you're waiting to leave with your cart
Uh-huh.
and you have to do that show me your receipt thing
Uh-huh.
after I just went through a line and just got this receipt.
Yep.
People who put the receipt away in their pocket or their purse before leaving and then hold up the line trying to find it so that they can then show it to the highlighter person.
Just let us get out without
I know.
highlighting my receipt.
I know. I don't understand the highlighting
I
the
don't
receipt.
either.
I don't understand the highlighting of the receipt. I've never understood it.
Agreed.
I don't know why you do it.
I don't
It makes
either.
no sense.
No.
I literally just talked to an associate less than 30 seconds ago.
Yep, they checked out all of my goods.
Yep.
I didn't steal anything from the checkout to the door. There's nothing to steal. It's all
What,
blocked
take
off.
a tire? Oh, this tire's not on your receipt. I know, you got me.
When you're riding your bike and you have to cross the street, do you get off of your bike and walk your bike across the street? Or do you ride your bike across the street?
I'm ride the bike across the street kind of guy.
How dare you? You're not supposed to. All of the rules say that you're supposed to get off your bike and walk your bike across the street.
Yeah.
What other rules do you just disregard?
Maybe just that?
Okay. That was a rule that we learned when we were kids, I feel.
Yeah.
But why? Why is that a rule?
Okay. Here's why.
Tell me.
Because in driving, right? When you learn how to drive, right of way on a crosswalk is given to pedestrians, not cyclists.
Oh.
Cyclists on a roadway act as a vehicle. So if you are riding or if you are dismounting and walking your bike on a crosswalk, you are considered a pedestrian and have the right of way.
Fascinating. I always thought it was because, like, maybe you were more inclined to fall off or have a crash on the crosswalk if you were riding it. Whereas if you're walking your bike across the crosswalk, that's a little bit safer.
Yeah. I imagine there's a little bit more than just this, but this particular thing is that if somebody hits you when you're walking your bicycle, you may have the legal right of way. Whereas if you are on the cycle and you get hit, it could be your fault because you're technically a vehicle.
How about that, Josh?
That's the only thing I can, that's the legal thing.
You should probably walk your bike across the street from now on.
I don't often ride my bike like that.
But I have noticed that when you do ride your bike, you just ride across the street.
Yeah.
And I have always been a walk your bike across the street kind of person, unless I'm with you and then I go, okay, I guess we're riding.
But I think there's also a lot of misconception about cyclists being similar to vehicles and sharing the road. I think there's a big problem with that, I would say locally, where people in vehicles feel like, no, I'm in a vehicle, get out of my way. Whether you're walking or riding a bike or pushing a stroller, it doesn't matter. I think that people don't understand that the crosswalk pedestrians get to go first and you have to wait in your car. Bad day for you. You'll be fine. It's 30 seconds. So I think it's more of that. This is 2 driving things so far today.
What was the other driving
It was
thing?
earlier, but we need to discuss the terrible driving because it's bad.
I just wanted to bring this bike thing up because I saw a woman yesterday walking her bike across the street. And I said, when was the last time I've done that? It's been a really long time because when I'm with you, you just ride across. And I'm not going to be the one person that's like, oh, I'm going to get off and walk mine.
I'm going to take my time.
That's the other thing is I feel like it takes so long to walk across
you
the
legally
street.
have the right of way and can take as much time as it takes to get across the street.
How about that?
I mean, be courteous. Don't lollygag. But you have the right of way at the crosswalk if you are walking your bike. So take your time.
Also, get off your bike and walk it.
I guess so.
Yeah.
I guess if you're
It's probably just
riding in
safer.
that kind of a situation, it's probably safer.
It's safer.
I would say. Unless you are going to act as a vehicle, in which case you are sharing the lane and you're not supposed to be on the sidewalk.
Exactly. You're not supposed to be in that crosswalk anyway.
You would be in the road
Right.
acting as a vehicle.
Correct.
If you're sidewalk riding, walk your bike. That's the difference.
There you go.
And now you know.
I'm watching a period piece movie set in the Regency era.
Era?
Era.
Uh-huh.
And anytime they have a party or a ball, they announce their company. And I want to know when and why we got out of this habit.
So
and
give me an example. Like you walk into a party.
And somebody, the servant or the butler, says, presenting
Oh.
Jack and Megan from Elm Street.
Okay.
And then everyone comes to greet you and you go greet your host. And then everyone knows that Jack and Megan have arrived.
All right. I don't know that I've been to any kind of party where that would need to be the thing.
That's what I'm saying.
I like it as a way of introduction, but if you arrive after everybody, you're not going to know who's there.
Oh, fair point.
So you're going to want to show up early.
You are going to want to show up early because you're going to want to know who is the people.
That's right. But then the people, whose ever they are, aren't going to know you. But you'll know them.
That's quite a conundrum.
I suppose then you could go, oh, Elm Street. I know where that is. I should go talk to them.
You could walk out and back in again if you were.
Is that how it works?
If you arrived before everyone?
I don't know if that's how it works.
You could.
No, I know you could, but I don't think anyone did that ever. I don't think they were like, I want to be introduced again.
Yeah, we got to go back out.
Let's sneak out. No one will notice. The same guy, he's the crier. Presenting again. Just keep walking around the circle. Why did we go away from it? Probably because it takes too much time.
I also think it was just mostly for high society members.
Mm-hmm.
And
Presenting.
I'm not a high society member, but I'm going to be.
Maybe they still do it in high society.
Possibly. Let's bring it to low society.
Low society.
Middle society.
Yeah. Hello. You walk in to get like your food. Presenting. I'm just here to order a sandwich.
We have discovered a new show that we love, and it's called The Seven Little Johnstons.
All right, let me tell you about The Seven Little Johnstons.
Okay.
Here's what I know. This show started in 2015.
Yeah, we're late to the game.
It has 14 seasons, and we just started watching the first season of this show. And I just realized that in 2015, that's 9 years ago.
Yeah.
And so as we're starting to learn about this family, their youngest kids are 9, which means that today they're 18, the youngest kids.
Oh, no.
So I know, right? So I'm trying to not look up any spoilers or not like find out any information because I just want to go along for the ride with this family.
Yeah.
This is a family of they have how many kids?
They have 5 kids.
5 kids. There's 7.
2 biological.
Well, 7 little Johnstons.
Yeah.
Yeah, 2 biological children, and then
they've adopted 3 children. They all have achondroplasia dwarfism.
Correct, which is an interesting form of dwarfism because they have normal-sized torsos, but all of their appendages, their arms and legs, their limbs are small, which is it's an interesting challenge. And watching them function and how they have to deal with things like we got an Airbnb and we're going to go stay in a cabin and we have to bring stools. It's really fascinating.
It is
to
fascinating,
get a little
but
bit
I love them. They're so adorable.
They're very
I just
fun.
think they're just a sweet little family. My favorite episode, I think, is the first one.
So far, anyway.
They're
the
renovating a
episode.
house.
Yes.
And they are trying to move their armoire into their bedroom.
Yes.
And everything, I'm sure, is a struggle for them because they're smaller than typical people.
Right.
And the camera people are just watching.
Well, that's their
and
role.
I'm like, jump in and help. But as they tip over the armoire, they hear a clatter, 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 clatter.
A bunch of stuff was in the armoire.
And then the mom says, oh, I forgot we put that sink in there.
What? Now, let's rewind here for a minute because I heard that and I thought to myself, well, that's a strange place to store a sink because they aren't moving in. Like they live there. And at some point they went, we got to put this sink somewhere. And they went, throw it in the armoire. Put it in there.
So every time the armoire moves, it's clatter,
the sink
clatter,
is clanking around inside the armoire. And I don't know what that, maybe it's a bathroom sink. I don't know what sink it is.
We never find out what the sink is.
we got to find out about that sink.
We never get to find out.
Pretty funny.
I love it. I think
it's a good show.
adorable.
Where are we watching? On Max? Is that where we're watching it right now? Yeah, I think so.
Yes.
Funny little show. Originally aired on TLC, I think, when it started.
Correct.
And I don't think they're still making episodes. Is that right?
I don't know, because I don't want to look and see if
Yeah, I know. I don't want to get
there's
spoiled.
spoilers.
I don't know. But anyway, it's been going on since 2015, and we're finally getting around to watching it. And it's a great little show.
It's fantastic.
It's a lot of fun.
It's a little heartwarming. It's
I know.
sweet.
Do you remember what was the other one?
The Roll-Offs?
Yeah, the Roll-Off. What was their show called?
Little People, Big World.
That was another good one that was really interesting, and I wonder what's up with that family.
I don't know.
Because that was quite a while. That one was in when did that show start?
7 Little Johnsons.
No.
I mean, I know. I'm going to see.
Yeah.
Season 14, you said? They're
Yeah,
on?
they have done 14 seasons.
Holy smokes.
Yeah, Little People, Big World was on in, man, why can't I find this? 2006. So that one was quite a ways before this one, and they did, holy cow, 25 seasons of Little People, Big
No
World.
way.
Yeah, 25.
Because then they had
seasons.
that farm and everything. They were running the farm.
Right. Anyway, very interesting. All right.
If you're looking for a new show,
It's a good
might
one.
I recommend the 7 Little Johnsons?
It's a good. We laugh. We showed it to the kids. They were dying. It's very, very funny.
It's
It's a
adorable.
great little show.
Emery had a friend at our house over the weekend,
Uh-huh.
and this is a friend, not a new friend, but a friend who hasn't been at our house before and doesn't know me very well. I'm a weirdo. Emery knows this. Everyone who lives in my house knows this.
Yeah.
Her friend doesn't know this.
She knows it now. And let's explain, because leaving this wide open for interpretation is not the thing to do. When you say you're a weirdo, what you mean is you don't know how to interact with people on a normal level.
Yep.
So you can't just walk past Emery's room and they're in there making friendship bracelets, and you can't just go like, "Hey, what's up, guys? You good? Do you need anything?"
No.
Instead, you do what?
I walk in and I say, "What's up, guys?" Because I have to play it cool.
What's up? What's up?
What's up? What's going on? Making some friendship bracelet. Cool.
Because when I walk by, I just go like, "Hey, you girls good? Do you need anything?" And they're like, "No." And I'm like, "All right, cool." And then I walk away.
Here's the thing. This is not just specific to her friend. I do this to our family on a normal basis. This is just me.
Right.
And so Emery sees me and goes, "Here's my mom." And her friend is trying to be very polite and goes, "Yep, making some bracelets." And I go, "Cool."
And then Emery's looking at you like, "Why are you
And
still
Emery's
standing
like,
here?"
"Yeah, why are you still in my room?
Right.
Please leave."
See, that's the difference. I walk past. I don't go in.
Well, see, and that is the difference, because I like to embarrass the kids. So,
But I
fact-
did walk by, and they looked like they were kind of, I mean, they looked like they were entertained, but they looked like maybe they were kind of like, meh. And so I said, "Hey, if you guys want to, play video games downstairs or whatever," I said, "the theater's open, go hang out." And they were like, "Okay." Like, again, I just giving them suggestions, letting them know you have free roam of the house. You're not trapped just in this one space. Like, "Hey, if you guys want to go out back, cornhole is set up, whatever.
yeah,
Food's going to be done soon. Little update."
I didn't say any of that.
Yeah, I know. Instead, you went, "Hey, what's up?
Hey,
What's up?
Hey,
What you
cool.
guys? What's up? What's going on? How's things? You guys good? Can I hang out? You guys got extra supplies?" I just thought, so it's strange.
I know.
Like a creep in an alley. Hey, what's up?
I saw this thing the other day that said, "Your pet knows what you've named them, and everybody in your house knows your pet's name, but we'll never know what our pet has named us."
I might.
How?
Arf.
No.
It feels like my name's Arf.
sounds about right.
Because she stares at me, and then she goes, "Ruff,"
You look
and
like
her
her.
front feet come off the ground.
Yes.
And it's hysterical.
But, am I woman?
I've never heard her go,
And you're man?
woman!
No, I know, but in her mind, is she like, oh, I got to go find that?
I think your you get that growl before yours.
Yeah, because she knows that I'm annoyed by her. So
Right. She amps it up a little bit for
she
you.
does.
I'm and you're
I don't think those are names. I think those are like functions that she needs to do. So water.
Yeah.
That's water.
No.
And then
I've never
outside
heard her
is a
say
different
water
one.
either.
Oh, Josh.
But I've not seen her wander around her bowl
Okay.
and ask for water.
Okay. So maybe the roof is outside.
Right. But she makes a different noise to different people when she wants your attention. I think that's your name.
I don't think so.
Versus arf.
No, we're really
Arf.
going to have to pay attention.
Yeah.
'Cause
I get that weird silent arf. That noise.
What are the kids' names then?
I don't know yet. I got to watch a little closer
She
because
doesn't-
I don't see her do anything
No,
to the kids.
she doesn't because she knows that they're not going to take care of her.
Correct.
So she's like, I'm not even going to bother naming them.
Urf
They
and
don't do
arf.
anything for me.
Urf. Arf.
Which one am I?
Arf.
Why do I get the growl?
I don't know why.
That's not nice.
Or it's fancier.
No.
I just get Urf.
Earth, wind, and fire.
Urf. Yes, that's it. What?
There were some Arizona park rangers, and they decided to do that old trick where they were going to cook something in their car because temperatures were pretty hot.
I know I saw some stuff from like Death Valley, and it's insanely hot down there. How hot was it in Arizona where they were doing this?
Hold on. Let me tell you. Let me tell you the story.
All right, tell me the story.
So they decided to cook some banana bread in their car.
Okay.
Park rangers. So they put their banana bread in their car at 11 a.m. It was 97 degrees at 11 a.m., which meant in their car, their dashboard clocked in at 163 degrees. So they said, perfect. This looks like a great oven. So they put their banana bread on the dashboard. And then around 2 p.m., the outside temperature was 105. Dashboard temperature is 211.
211.
Yes. And at that point, the tops of the banana bread had started to turn a golden brown. They took them out around 3 p.m. and said that the outside was perfectly baked. Inside, it was still a little bit squishy.
Okay.
But they said, if you just ate the crust, fine.
Yeah.
Plus, your car smells like banana bread.
Is that a good thing?
Delicious.
Okay. Here's what I know. First of all, for East Idaho, there's a heat advisory in effect.
Yes.
Because today, a high of 95.
Ugh.
I know.
Good thing I work
tomorrow.
in air conditioning.
Thursday, we're breaking the 100 mark. We're going to be over 100 Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Very hot. Very, very hot this week. And then Sunday, 99, Monday, 95, 97, Tuesday. It's high 90s and hundreds for like the remainder of the month.
Oh, really?
It's very hot. Very hot. Let's talk about what's going on in Death Valley, though.
Oh, yoey.
Right now, today, 106.
What?
No, right now, it's 106
Right
degrees.
now?
Right now. Their high today, 127 degrees.
That's not even real.
Yeah. Yeah, it is. That's for real. They are over 120 degrees. While we're sitting here at 100, Death Valley, California, 127, 126, 125, Friday, 124 degrees.
Okay, here's what you need to know. And here's what the these park rangers that cooked banana bread in the car, they said, okay, the ideal cooking thing is cookie. Like, we can make cookies perfectly.
Yep.
But it was also a warning and like a, hey, guys, it's hot. So think about your pets and think about your kids, and please do not leave them in the car. because
No
it's
kidding.
dangerous.
Insanely dangerous. Same thing for East Idaho right now.
Yeah.
And the other thing I would bring up is that the pavement is wicked hot.
Yes.
Blacktop gets crazy hot. And if you can't put the back of your hand on there comfortably for more than a few seconds, don't make your pets walk on the blacktop. You're burning their little feet.
I was watching Luna the other day. She was just on the deck, but she was tangled around, so it was her own fault.
What? Right. But she had hot feet?
But she had hot feet,
Yeah.
and she kept lifting her feet up. And I said, oh, now I'm going to have to do something.
Yep, you got to untangle your feet. Untangle you. So get your
now
feet
you're
on the
gonna
grass.
have to make me get up and help you.
Yep. So be careful. Drink lots of water. Stay hydrated. Sunscreen, et cetera, and find the shade.
And don't stay in your car.
And
It's
don't
hot.
stay in your car. Don't leave anyone in the car. Don't leave an animal in the car. It's way too hot. It is time for your would you rather this or that question of the day.
Would you rather have a water balloon fight or a water gun fight?
Bum, bum, bum.
I feel like water balloons just make a mess.
Yeah, it's kind of where I was thinking. There's a lot less cleanup if I just use a squirt gun instead of water balloons.
Yeah.
But water balloons are way more fun.
Water balloons
and
are
now
more fun.
They make the ones where you don't even have to tie them. You
I
just
know.
fill up 100 of them at once.
I know.
So it's actually like a pretty easy thing to do. But then the yard is covered in little balloon pieces.
But guess what? They don't disintegrate.
I know. You have
It's-
to pick them up.
Yeah. You have to clean all of that mess up. And they're tiny little pieces.
Yeah. So for that reason alone, I'm saying squirt gun.
Water balloons are more fun.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Plus, they've got the squirt guns on the market today. A lot better than the Super Soakers of the 90s, I might say.
How so?
Not as cool looking. There was something about the water tank that you could take off and fill it, and then it screws into the gun, and you pressurize it, and then pump. But the new ones, like the amount of water they can push through a water gun now, it's a lot. Have you seen these?
No.
I should show you. It'd be worth picking up a couple of these because
Let's get some.
It's quite the amount of water.
And let's surprise our kids. So we'll wait at home and say, come find us.
So just one for you and one for me?
Yep.
They're expensive.
Really? For a water gun? How much?
I'm trying to figure out what weird website this is.
Oh, no.
A lot more than I expected. For the good one, this Spira. Yeah.
I think we've got
It's
some
cool,
Super
though.
Soakers in the shed.
Is that a 2-pack?
We need to get those out.
I got to look and see how much this is. But anyway, I'll show you. It's $100
What?
for a 2-pack.
For two. Wow. Okay. We're not going to do that. We're going to get some cheap versions, and then we're going to have a water
they're $52 each or $97 for the pair.
No way.
But
we're gonna
once
get
I
cheaper.
show you, it's really expensive for a water gun, but you got to see. Anyway, water fight with the water guns.
Okay.
That's what I'm picking. Better today than yesterday daily challenge. It's a little bit of a treat yourself, which those are always okay. This one is to treat yourself to a manicure or pedicure today. Oh, no.
Yeah.
You don't want to go get your nails done?
No, because I can't relax, you see.
Okay, but if you were just going to go get a manicure, do you have to relax?
Yeah.
You do?
You do, yes.
I've never had a manicure, so I don't know.
The last couple of times I've gone to get a manicure, pedicure, they shake my feet and tell me to relax.
Right, that's why I was saying just hands.
No. And then I go to get the manicure, and then she does the same thing where she shakes my hand and says, relax. And I go, I feel like I'm relaxed. But now you've made it so I'm even more tense because I'm focused on trying to relax.
Okay.
So I just don't know.
Here's what it says. It says treat yourself and take that time to just enjoy the feeling.
I would love to. I really would just love to relax and sit and be like, cool. I'm going to enjoy the feeling. You do what you need to do.
So do that.
I don't know how is
You
what I'm saying.
just said it. You just said it. That's how. You just do it.
Okay, that's so easy.
Just do it. What's holding you back?
Josh, I don't know. Like I said, I thought I was relaxed, and then they say you're not relaxed, and I go,
Yeah.
I guess I don't know how to relax. I really don't know how.
Well,
So it's a good idea. It's a nice idea. I won't be partaking, but other people can.
but you could try.
I have before.
What if you just went in and said, I don't want the weird hand massage, just paint my nails?
Well, the hand massage is the part that I want. That's the best part. I don't care about the painted nails. Give me the hand massage.
All right, I was trying to
Yeah,
offer you
I
a
appreciate it, but
roundabout way of not having to worry about relaxing. Well, get your manicure or your pedicure today. That is your Better Today Than Yesterday daily challenge. That is going to do it for us on your Tuesday. Have a great rest of the day. We'll be back tomorrow morning, bright and early, to hang out with you. Make sure you check out Wake Up Classy 97, the podcast.
Yes.
You can
sure.
listen online at our website. That would be riverbendmediagroup.com. You can click on podcasts and you can find us that way. Or you can subscribe everywhere you get podcasts. So Apple,
Spotify.
We're on Amazon. We're on everywhere.
Pocket Casts.
Yep. Everywhere you get podcasts. So you can listen to the show again later or, share it. Have a good day. We'll see you tomorrow.
Bye.
Thanks for listening to Wake Up Classy 97, the podcast. If you enjoy the show, please share, subscribe, and rate the podcast. Wake Up Classy 97 is hosted by Josh and Chantel Tyler and is a production of Riverbend Media Group. For more information or to contact the show, visit riverbendmediagroup.com.